Class 11th, subject physics, 5th chapter, gravitation. From the chapter, let us see variation in g with altitude, that is variation in the value of acceleration due to gravity with altitude. Altitude is nothing but height above the earth's surface. The height which will be measured above the earth's surface will be considered as altitude, and therefore in order to study the variation in the value of g with altitude, let us consider the earth's surface. So this inner sphere will represent earth having center O and radius equal to r. So r is the radius of the earth with center O. Similarly, let capital M represents mass of the earth. So capital M is mass of the earth. Now let us consider a body of mass small m, which is initially placed on the earth's surface at this point. Now when that body of mass m is placed on the earth's surface, then the distance between that body of mass m and the center of the earth will be equal to radius of the earth, that is equal to r. Therefore this distance will be equal to r, and hence when that body is placed on the earth's surface, at that time the acceleration due to gravity on the earth's surface, acceleration due to gravity g will be equal to gm by r square. Let it be equation number 1. Now that body of mass m is now lifted through height h above the earth's surface, and it is present now at point P, and therefore the distance between the body of mass m and the center of the earth will be now equal to r plus h, and hence when that body is present at height h above the earth's surface, that is at point P, at that time at height h above the earth's surface, acceleration due to gravity gh will be equal to gm upon r plus h square. Gm upon r plus h square, equation number 2. Now dividing equation 2 by equation 1 we will get. So we have to take the ratio of second equation and the first equation. Therefore we will get gh upon g equal to gm upon r plus h whole square divided by gm upon r square. In the form of multiplication, it will be written as gm upon r plus h whole square into r square upon gm. Gm will get cancelled, and we will get gh upon g equal to r square upon r plus h whole square. Or from this we can write gh equal to g into r square upon r plus h whole square as equation number 3, and this equation will give us the acceleration due to gravity at height h above the earth's surface. So it is g times r square upon r plus h whole square. Now from this equation it is clear that if the value of h above the earth's surface increases, then value of r plus h will increase, that is denominator of this ratio will increase, and hence this ratio will decrease, and therefore we can say that as value of h goes on increasing, gh will go on decreasing. So as we go away from the earth's surface, the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing, that is as altitude increases, the acceleration due to gravity decreases, that is gh will be less than g. Now this can be written as, now that gh will be equal to g r square. So as we have got gh is equal to g into r square upon r plus h whole square, therefore now in simple form, it will be again simplified as gh is equal to g r square upon, this term will be now written in the form of its square, that is a plus b square, like this. It will be r square plus 2rh plus h square. Then take r square common from the denominator, and therefore we will get g r square upon r square into 1 plus 2h upon r plus h square by r square. This r square is taken common. Now r square will get cancelled, and therefore we will get g upon this bracketed term will be the square of 1 plus h by r, 1 plus h by r whole square, 1 plus h by r whole square, and therefore further it will be written as gh is equal to g into that square term will be shifted to numerator, therefore its index will become minus 2, 1 plus h by r raised to minus 2. Now by using binomial expansion, if this bracketed square term is now expanded, then we will get 1 minus 2h upon r plus 1 minus 2h upon r plus higher power terms of h by r, that is h square by r square, h cube by r cube, and so on. But in this case, as h is very less than r, h is very less than r, therefore h by r will be very small as compared with 1. So this ratio h by r will be very less as compared with 1, and therefore from the expansion of this, the higher power terms of the h by r, therefore higher power terms of h by r will be neglected. So these h square by r square, h cube by r cube, and so on, all these terms will be neglected, and therefore we will get gh is equal to g into 1 minus 2h upon r as equation number 4. gh is equal to g into 1 minus 2h upon r. So this equation will be used in order to determine the acceleration due to gravity at height h above the Earth's surface. But this is the approximate formula to find out the value of acceleration due to gravity. Generally, to find the acceleration due to gravity, this third equation, that is gh is equal to g into r square upon r plus h whole square, is used to find the value of acceleration due to gravity at height h above the Earth's surface. So from equation 3 and 4, it is clear that as altitude h increases, the value of acceleration due to gravity decreases. That means as we go away, that is up from the Earth's surface, the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. So this will be the effect of altitude. Now let us see the variation in g with depth. The variation in the value of acceleration due to gravity with depth. So depth will be nothing but it will be also height, but it will be below the Earth's surface, that is inside the Earth. That will be the depth. In order to obtain the expression for this variation in g with depth, again let us consider the Earth's surface. So this will be the outer sphere will represent now Earth's surface, having center O and radius equal to r, with m as the mass. M will be the mass of the Earth. Now initially that body of mass m will be placed here on the Earth's surface at any point. At that time, on the Earth's surface, the acceleration due to gravity g will be given as gm by r square as equation number 1. So this g will be equal to gm by r square, and that is the acceleration when that body of mass m is placed on the Earth's surface. Now we have to take that body from the Earth's surface to some depth d. It is taken to depth d. So this distance will be the depth, so that if the radius of the Earth is equal to r and this depth is equal to d, therefore if draw this another sphere inside the earth, then its radius will be equal to r minus d. Radius of the earth minus depth, that will be the radius of this inner sphere. So here we have got two spheres, but remember the density of the earth is uniform density, and therefore density for both inner sphere as well as outer sphere will be the same, but the masses for outer sphere and inner sphere will be different. For outer sphere, mass is m, that is the mass of the earth, and for this inner sphere of radius r minus d, mass is taken as m dash. So masses will be different because radii are different, only density will be the same. And now, assuming the density of the earth to be uniform, we can write here density of the earth rho will be equal to mass m upon volume v. Mass of the earth upon volume of the earth, that will give us density. And therefore, this mass m, mass of the earth, will be given as density into volume. This will be density into volume, that is mass, and therefore we will get rho is the density rho into volume of the sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube, that will be the mass of the earth m. Putting this value of mass m in the above equation, we will get g equal to g rho 4 by 3 pi r cube upon r square. So the value of this mass is kept in place of this m, therefore we will get g equal to g rho 4 by 3 pi r cube upon r square. R square will get cancelled with r square from this r cube, and therefore we will get only 4 by 3 pi g rho r. 4 by 3 pi g rho r as equation number 2. So this equation will give us the acceleration due to gravity on the earth's surface. Now suppose that body is present at point P, that is at a depth equal to d below the earth's surface. At that time we will get at depth d below the earth's surface. At depth d below the earth's surface, gd will be equal to acceleration due to gravity at depth d, gd equal to g m dash upon r minus d whole square. Let it be equation number 3. Here the distance between that body of mass m and the center of the earth will be equal to r minus d, and therefore gd is written as g m dash, because for that inner sphere mass is now m dash upon r minus d whole square as equation number 3. Again we can find out the value of this m dash, that is mass of the inner sphere. Mass of this inner sphere will be found, and it will be written as m dash is equal to rho into volume of that sphere of radius r minus d. So we have to find now mass of this inner sphere, so it will be equal to density into volume of this inner sphere, and therefore we will get m dash equal to rho into, that is density into 4 by 3 pi r minus d cube. 4 by 3 pi r minus d cube, this will be the volume of that inner sphere. Again putting the value of m dash in this relation, we will get gd equal to g rho 4 by 3 pi r minus d cube upon r minus d square. Again r minus d square will get cancelled from this r minus d square, and only r minus d from this cube will be left, and therefore we will get 4 by 3 pi g rho r minus d. 4 by 3 pi g rho r minus d as equation number 4. Now dividing equation 4 by equation 2, we will get this equation 4 which gives gd, equation 2 gives g. So taking the ratio of these two equations, we will get gd upon g equal to 4 4 by 3 pi g rho, 4 by 3 pi g rho into r minus d upon 4 by 3 pi g rho r. So from this 4 by 3 pi g rho, 4 by 3 pi g rho will get cancelled and only we will get r minus d upon r minus d upon r. Then separating denominator we can write r by r minus d by r by r minus d by r by r will be 1, and so that we will get gd upon g equal to 1 minus d by r, gd upon g equal to 1 minus d by r, or gd will be equal to g into 1 minus d by r, equation number 5. gd is equal to g into 1 minus d by r as equation 5, and this fifth equation gives us the acceleration due to gravity at depth d. Again, if the depth increases, that means as we go towards the center of the earth, the value of d will go on increasing. If d increases, then this ratio, the value of this ratio will increase, and therefore this difference will decrease. 1 minus that d by r, this will decrease, and therefore gd will be less than g, that is gd will go on decreasing. And therefore from this relation we can say that as depth increases, as we go towards the center of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. So that if you consider as a special case, if d is equal to r, if this d is equal to r, if this d is equal to r, that means if we reach to the center of the earth, then d will be equal to r, and therefore it will be r by r, that is 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, 0 into g we will get 0, and therefore gd will be equal to 0. That means we can say that at the center of the earth only the acceleration due to gravity will be equal to 0. At the center of the earth only acceleration due to gravity g will be equal to 0. And therefore from these 2 points it is clear that the acceleration due to gravity will depend upon both altitude as well as depth, and it will go on decreasing with increasing altitude as well as increasing depth. So that we can say that as from the earth's surface the altitude increases or depth increases, in both these cases the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. And therefore we can say that only on the surface of the earth, on the earth's surface only, the acceleration due to gravity will be maximum. On the earth's surface the acceleration due to gravity g is maximum. As we go up or below the earth's surface the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing, and only at the center of the earth the acceleration due to gravity will be equal to 0, and therefore any body is taken to the center of the earth, its weight will be equal to 0, because weight w equal to m into g. As g is equal to 0, the weight of that body will be equal to 0 at the center of the earth only. Now if you consider the graphical representation of variation of the value of acceleration due to gravity with altitude as well as depth, then in only one graph we can show it. Suppose this represents r is equal to r, that means this will be the earth's surface. This is the earth's surface here. Now the value of g will be plotted along this direction, value of g will be plotted along y-axis, then value of r will be plotted along x-axis. that is the distance. So at this point r is equal to r, that means this point will represent the earth's surface. This will be the earth's surface. Now towards the left it will be representing depth, and towards right it will be the altitude, that is height. So from the earth's surface, if we go towards the center of the earth, this will be the center of the earth. Therefore on the earth's surface the value of acceleration due to gravity is maximum, g is maximum, and as we go towards the center of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing, and finally it becomes 0 at the center. Instead of that, if we increase the altitude, that means as we go up above the earth's surface, at that time there will be decrease in the acceleration due to gravity, but this is not the linear decrease. As for depth there will be linear decrease, here there will be no linear decrease. So this type of curve we will get, along which the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. So this will represent the acceleration on the earth's surface. It will represent the acceleration inside the earth, and this will represent the variation of acceleration due to gravity outside the earth. So this will be the graphical representation of this acceleration versus the altitude and depth.